Alright. So while the rest of the kids get in here. So.
Oh shit, we're back already?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're good.
Hurry up, bitch.
So, you land, not gracefully, and you are unconscious.
Finger in your butt.
So now you guys are at the bottom of the tunnel. At the bottom of the tunnel, there's, like I said, it's a small, like 20 by 20 room with the large golden archway that leads into a large hallway. You guys look, and there's symbols in each one of these bricks that line the archway. You guys don't recognize it as rune or form of language, but as you look down the hallway, you see very high up, about every 40 feet, giant torches with like a purple flame to them.
Alright.
And as far as you can see is as far as the hallway looks.
As far as it looks. Okay. So he's still bleeding out right now?
Yep.
Okay, so I'm gonna like get over top of him and like kind of grab him under his armpits so my dick's just flopping right in his face. I'm like, I'm gonna help him up, and I'm kind of cast lay on hands for 1 point.
So as you awaken,
I'm gonna be screaming.
yes, and as you open your mouth to scream,
Whoa! You're cute, but I'm not. You're not that cute.
it's kind of like a, but it's more of a. So, you guys take a few minutes.
I'm gonna get dressed.
Yeah. And
I think we should probably take a little bit of a rest here, guys.
Yeah.
Whatever you guys want.
Oh,
God.
Are we just taking a short rest, or?
I mean, has it been long enough that we could take a long rest? Probably not.
not really. I mean,
Right.
if you guys. If you guys want. No, because
No.
you're like in the dungeon at this point. Like you don't know what's coming.
I mean, so we could, but it might not be a good idea.
Yeah.
I think we should take a short rest.
Okay.
Okay. So go ahead and expend any hit dice that you want to use.
While we're resting, I'm gonna pull out my flute and play Song of Rest.
Okay.
Does he even have his flute?
Yeah, he has a flute.
Yeah.
I mean, it didn't get broken?
No. I'll allow.
I mean, technically he has 3 instruments, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, and what is that? We can add a D6.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a D6. I'm gonna double check.
Is that for everybody or a certain amount of people?
Anybody that's around.
So.
So, are you rolling?
Yeah, it's 1d6.
So 5.
I don't
Oh,
think
there we
it-
go. 11. That gets me to full health. Hell
How
yeah.
do
So we
I?
roll our D10 and a 6.
Oh, for you, yeah. I'm pretty
Okay,
sure it's
so
a
you're
10.
level 3,
And
and
then
it
six.
dies 1d8.
Okay.
So you can
Plus
roll
3,
up to
right? So whenever I have
3d8.
plus 3.
No.
How much health are you missing?
So
Well,
I'm
you
only
add your
missing.
10 plus 3,
Yeah, you have your
What
constitution.
is it?
which is 5. Oh,
I'm
wait,
only
no.
missing
Should
7
be 3.
So you can roll a
Yes,
d8
and a 6,
and a
right?
d6.
4, 7.
That's an 8, right?
Yeah.
I get 10.
5.
There you go. You're back at full health. That's beautiful.
Almost. You're 2 away from full health.
You're how many? 2?
2 away.
I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I am never climbing a rope again.
Uzi, how many are you away?
The 16, no. 9. Just
Alright.
about. I'm fine though. I'm good.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'll be fine.
I mean, technically, you still have 2 hit dice too, right? Did you roll 3?
No, I used all 3.
Plus his d6?
Yeah.
Holy fuck!
Yeah.
So that was a rough roll there.
Yep.
It's okay. I rolled all 3 of mine.
I'll be fine.
27. Not 20.
I have 4 left on my lay on hands. I'm gonna touch them and lay on the 4.
Okay.
You have. How many more do you need?
I'm 27 at 28.
Oh.
But I had to use all 3 of mine.
So do we get our spell slots back then?
Mm-mm.
No.
Only if, like, it's your thing.
Which is druid and wizard, so.
Yeah.
Bastards.
Okay. So you guys spend the next hour or so just kind of dressing your wounds and
My body.
your body. What do you guys want to do?
Alright.
Do we want to head through this door?
Oh, I'm not climbing up the damn rope.
Me either.
We might have to at some point.
I'll
We'll
stay
find another
here.
way
I've
out.
lived in a tomb. I've lived underground for quite a while. I can do a few more years.
Yeah, I mean, whatever came this way, I like it's the only way, you know? They had to have come from somewhere, so we're here now and might as well
Alright.
go for it.
So you're saying there's a huge archway and then like a row of torches?
Yep.
Okay. And you said the archway has runes on it?
They look like runes, but they're not runes. It's like an alphabet, but you guys have no idea what it is.
Are you sure? I have Abyssal.
Nope.
Wow. Okay.
Do you speak Abyssal?
I speak and read Abyssal, yep.
Okay. Good to know. Alright, so you guys enter the hallway. And
What languages can you speak and read?
the hallway goes at least from what you guys see about 200 feet.
What?
And then keeps going for a little bit. The ceiling is so high in this area
Common and halfling.
that you can't see the ceiling. So you guys start to march. Is that the same marching order?
Sure. I'll take the lead again.
Yeah, looks good.
I'll be in the back.
So you guys trek for what seems like hours before you see at the end of the hallway, or what you can make out as the end of the hallway, a beam of light that shoots down. You enter a room that it's dark except for this beam of light, but what you can make out is it's a large room, and it almost feels like you've been here before. It looks very, very familiar to the same setup as the Temple of the Few, just with larger ceilings. And as you make your way into the room, you do see at the end where that light is shining down a pulpit with a book. And the light is shining directly down onto the book. It's probably about 150 feet away.
Do we see anybody in the area?
Make a perception check.
Oh boy. Nope.
So there's a big pillar of light in an underground temple, and there's a book. Is anyone here much of a reader?
Not quite.
Alright, I'm gonna
I mean,
very
I
cautiously.
know how to read.
Oh, well, that's a step in the right direction.
Oh, okay.
I'll start making my way cautiously towards it.
Okay. So at this point, there's no other light in the room. You just see pillars as you walk towards this, like large pillars that stretch high enough that you can't see the top of them. Like it's pitch black except for this light that shines down. You make your way to the pulpit, and there is a book open to the first page.
Alright, I'm going to cast Divine Sense.
Which one's that? That's undead.
Know the location of undead, celestial, or fiend within 60 feet. You also detect the presence of any place or object that has been consecrated or desecrated.
Okay, so you cast the spell, and nothing.
Nothing. Okay, but how far away from the book are we?
You are right up on the book.
Alright.
Are you guys? You guys are all following them, assuming?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys are now gathered with this book directly in front of you, open to the first page.
And what does the first page say?
The passage is written in the book, relatively large. Those who are worthy shall begin their pilgrimage across the plains of time and space. Only the worthy shall see the truth. The test begins. Do you read that to yourself? Or do you read it aloud?
I mean, was anybody else interested in what the book said?
Well, yeah. It's open.
Well, then I definitely read it out loud.
So as you read it out loud,
I definitely read it to myself.
as you read it out loud, kind of above the book, about 3 or 4 feet above the book, you see this. That same purple flame that you've seen in the torches ahead of you kind of just emanates directly above the book. It sits there for a minute, and then can you grab my my drink? Excuse me.
You're killing him.
I'm dying a little bit
Killing him softly.
with his So the flame shoots over your head and goes to the first pillar. As you enter the room, the first pillar that you would have came across, it hits the top of the pillar, and you see probably about 40 feet up, the pillar starts to glow with that same purple energy, just rings. And you can now see the wall, and there's like a painting on the wall.
Do we all see this happen?
Yep.
Or just okay.
Because I read it out loud, I guess.
Ooh.
Oh. I mean...
What is the painting of?
You'd have to go see.
I want to walk up and look at the painting.
Okay. So, what are the rest of you guys doing?
I mean,
I'm gonna look at it.
I'm gonna admire the book.
Okay. So you're staying at the pillar.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stay at the book.
I mean, I'm right in front of the book, so...
Okay. So you two head off to see what's going on. You see now the room is constructed of very large stones.
Yeah.
And the one stone seems to have a painting of the whole thing's black and then has like a gold ring painted on it.
That's it.
The stone starts to emanate that same color.
Is this stone something I can pick up or no?
No, this stone
Is
is
it?
like the size of the house.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, this is like, I'm talking like a chiseled piece of stone,
Okay.
and it's a good 100 foot by 100 foot piece of stone.
So it's bright as fuck right now.
The purple flame is light enough to draw attention, but dull enough not to light up the entire room.
And what color is it?
It's like a purplish color.
Oh, stop casting fairy fire on rocks, Gimble.
This is not my doing.
Oh. What happens if I turn the page of the book?
You turn the page of the book, and there's nothing on the next page.
No, absolutely nothing. There's some people need to stop giving up on their dreams so early. One page into a book.
You two start to feel a presence.
Magical.
And in the room of voice echoes, before time and space, there was a void, and out of the void he came. The image of the golden circle, you see two red eyes appear in the center.
Oh.
What the?
The eyes start to get closer and closer to the circle as two large green mauls touch both sides of the circle and starts to pull itself out. Giant maul, green, two green wings spread out as you see.
I slowly back away.
So you back away. It's not coming out of the stone. The painting is changing. So it hasn't, like, it's not coming out of the stone.
Okay.
It's just like an image.
I still take a couple steps back, just
Okay.
Yeah, because that's freaky as fuck.
Yeah.
So as it pulls itself out, you see what looks like, at first it looked green, but because of the shimmering of the scales, as it emerges, a large purple fluctuating colored dragon, and it kind of swirls around the rim. Then you hear that same voice. Face your fears. The wall begins to shake and move upward, revealing a small room. In that room, there are 5 doors.
guys, come look at this.
I mean, he wrote the first page and stopped.
Yeah, well, what kind of buffoon would do that?
Bernie,
What?
come look at this.
Look.
You all heard that disembodied voice, like it echoed through the
Oh, I
chamber.
thought you said just there.
No,
Right, okay.
they seen what was going on, but that voice resonated through
There's
the chamber.
dragons in here.
Well, why would you be walking towards it?
Because it could be my friend. It's an animal.
Oh, Lordy. Gabriel, help me. Give me the patience.
Should we go in through here and go through one of these doors?
I'm gonna walk over and actually see what they're seeing.
So the stone lifted up probably about 20 feet.
Oh, what happens? Does anything happen if I take the book off?
You cannot take the book off.
Oh, can't.
No.
So I tried. It just
Yeah, it's just stationary.
All right. Do you want to give it a try, Django?
No, I'm alright.
All right, because it's not moving.
I'm gonna give it a tug. Tug on it.
You go ahead and make a strength check.
16.
16? Nope.
All right.
So you guys heading over to where they are?
Yeah, I'm gonna walk over.
Okay. So you see where the stone was. You guys seen the stone move up about 20 feet in the air. So in front of you is literally 5 doors, all side by side.
They all look exactly the same.
Yep, all exactly the same.
I want to try the middle one.
Okay. So you open the door to the middle one,
Oh.
and it just looks like a black room.
All I'm
Well.
saying is there's 5 doors and there's 5 of us.
It said face your fears, so I imagine only one of us per door.
What? I'm going in.
As you enter the room, the door slams closed.
I'll take
And
the
from the
fourth
outside, disappears.
I'll take the fourth door.
Okay.
Did you not
So-
just see what happened?
You enter the room, the door slams, door disappears from the outside.
Mm.
I'm gonna start shaking.
Can you guys hear me? Oh my god!
The room to you guys is pitch black.
Alright. I'm gonna open a door and I'm gonna look in. What does it look like?
Pitch black.
But Gimbal, there's like all kinds of naked women in here. You should come check it out.
Roll.
I'm gonna rush in and play.
So he runs in, door slams closed, and it disappears.
You could have had the door with the naked women, man.
What just happened? Oh my god!
If I'm being honest, there wasn't naked women in there. Daragon really knows how to pick them. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, like, is it like where the doors were? Is there like a wall, or was it
Yeah,
just like?
it's just stone.
So I'm just like feeling it. There's nothing.
Mm-mm.
There's 2 doors, sir.
I'm gonna go open a door and look in it.
It's pitch black.
Are you going in?
I don't know.
I push him in.
So as he tumbles in, door closes, disappears.
All right. Well, can't be a hypocrite. Open a door and walk in.
Alright. So, door slams
He
closed.
wasn't going by himself.
I need everybody for me to roll initiative.
Rolling initiative.
That is cocked.
Oh.
That is a 14.
We're going in strong, boys.
Okay. What do you got?
10.
Okay.
6.
Woo!
We're going in strong.
12.
4. Mine was a 14.
Okay. So, Bernard.
Mm-hmm.
Are you just in there like spooning it up?
So the room itself
Spooning himself.
is pitch black.
With the spoons.
In the room, you feel at first an emptiness. And then you feel the warmth of a fire on your skin.
Mm.
Not-
I know that feeling.
Not painful.
God.
The darkness then starts to take form as you feel a soft, familiar hand caress your shoulder. The room lights up, and you're sitting in your rocking chair at home. Your wife, daughter, granddaughter sit across from you. What do you do?
They're all sitting across from me?
Yeah.
Who's touching my shoulder?
Your wife, as she walked by, sit
Okay.
down.
I know you're not real.
They kind of look at each other and giggle. Oh, okay, Dad.
I watched it happen.
As you say that, kind of replays. Your wife and your daughter stand up. They don't know what's going on. Screams from outside.
I mean, I'm gonna walk over, mainly to my granddaughter, and see if there's any way I can try to get to her.
You get up and walk over to them.
All right, can I pick her up?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's in your daughter's hands.
And I'm gonna take her.
Okay. Just then,
I wish this was real.
the ceiling starts to crumble down. It's like you guys are in the living room area, like the living area. The kitchen roof, a boulder comes flying through, starts to crush the building. The building starts to shake.
All right, I'm going to is there an exit that I can see?
Yeah, there's your front door.
Okay, I'm gonna try to run out the front door
Okay.
with granddaughter in my arms.
Okay. So you start to run out with your granddaughter. As you run out, your daughter and your wife follow behind. You see that same image of these dark figures swirling around. They're smashing at rocks above, having them fall down in. You begin to run with granddaughter in hand, and you hear your wife's voice scream.
I'm gonna turn and look.
As you look back, she's pinned. One of the boulders fall on top of her. Her legs pinned to the ground. Your daughter's trying to pull her out. She just doesn't have the strength.
Alright. How far away are they?
They're about 15 feet behind you.
Alright. So I'm gonna look back. I'm gonna tell them, I love you, but this isn't real. And I'm gonna continue to run with my granddaughter.
Okay. So as you continue to run with your granddaughter, one of those black specters swoops in and grabs you and tries to lift you to the air.
Alright. Where's it grabbing me from?
Like back behind.
Can I try to fucking headbutt it?
Yeah.
Something?
Go, roll a strength check to see if he's gonna go for a grapple.
Alright. So that's 17.
Okay. He kind of lifts you up, like you kind of tippy-toe it, but shake yourself free. As you see another one kind of swoosh past your head, grab your daughter, and start to take her up. And right in front of you just drops from the ceiling. She comes down. Blood kind of splatters on you. The baby starts to cry. Your wife screams. That same black image comes back down and tries to grab you again.
You want me to roll again?
Yeah.
Natural one.
That poor baby.
Dude, not even gonna lie.
2?
That's what I roll.
Well, if you're going by strength check, it's 4.
Okay.
Technically.
Yeah. All right.
It's an ability
So-
check.
So it tries to grab you again. You get up a little bit of air, and then it drops you again. This time, you hear as the rocks fall. You look back, and your wife is completely covered in the rubble.
So dark.
Well, see, the thing is, okay, so Bernard has lived in a tomb for years. He has replayed this over and over in his head, and he has come to accept basically all of it except the loss of such a young child is the part that gets him the most. He misses his wife. He loves his wife. He misses his daughter. He loves his daughter. But the fact that an innocent life as young as that child was taken is what really gets him. So he's just, in his mind, this is the only thing that he wants this little child to be safe.
Okay.
And he's just running.
All right, so you start to take off. You kind of run around the boulder that kind of fell in front of you. And as you see the tunnel to get you out of the cave where your dwellings are, 1, 2, 3, 4 of those shadow creatures kind of block the way and rush you all at once. Each one trying to take your granddaughter.
Alrighty.
So I need you to make 4 strength checks.
Alright. Do I have a turn while this is happening?
Yeah.
Can I try to use my channel divinity to turn the faithless?
You try.
So it's not a fiend or a fae.
You try.
Okay.
You don't have any abilities.
Okay. Nothing. Alright. So how many?
4 strength checks.
That is an 11.
Okay.
That is a 13.
Okay.
That one is a 7.
Okay.
And that one is a 21.
Okay.
Or 22.
Okay. The first one comes in. Doesn't quite go for the child yet. But it hits you straight on, knocking you prone. You
Alright.
kind of fall down to your back. The next one comes in from the side, hits you, kind of spinning you. The third one comes in, and as you're spinning, grabs the baby, lifts up. She's out of your hands.
Alright.
And as you try to stand up, the third one comes in, the fourth one comes in, and you give it like a backhand, going to chase after your granddaughter, and it hits the ground and kind of just ricochets as you see the demon go up, look back at you, give you that grin, and drops your granddaughter.
Alright. Well, I'm obviously going to run and try to catch her, even if it seems pointless.
Make a dexterity saving throw with disadvantage.
Alright. Dexterity, 14.
Okay.
It's actually not bad. 14 and 19. I have 0 dex.
Just don't make it in time.
Alright.
As she hits the ground, the room goes black. And then you feel yourself now back in front of the altar.
Alright. I'm just kind of standing there, kind of wiping my tears away. And I'm back in this room and it's still completely empty.
Yeah, your friends.
Wonderful.
Your
So
friends.
after that, I'm just completely fucking lonely. Completely fucking lonely again.
Maybe
Underground in some kind of tomb again.
maybe you shouldn't have pushed the only one that wouldn't have went through.
It's like when you throw a kid in a pool when they don't know how to swim. It's like drown or swim.
Okay. So, the door slams closed, the darkness takes you, but you feel something under your feet. Something moving. Like snakes. Kind of shifting.
Oh, gosh.
I'm gonna start freaking out.
So as soon as you move, it tightens its grip and starts to climb. It's like a vine that just starts to squeeze. It starts to restrict you a little bit as it works its way up to your chest. What do you do?
I'm gonna start crying.
Okay.
Viciously cry at it.
Eggs or something, I don't care.
So, this is that part that we talked about earlier. A light flashes in front of you. You 3 roll initiative, or you 4 roll initiative for me. Not you.
Oh my god. 4.
12.
13.
11.
Okay. So we're just gonna go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So in this dark room now a light. And in the light, you see your friend Bernard.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, like, your climbing skills are subpar at best.
Why would you say something like that?
Another light. And your friend Django.
If you want, you can try and use fairy fire on it. We know how good that works.
Another light.
You're just the weakest bitch we've ever met.
But I do so much.
You never do anything.
Another light. At this point, you are all taking turns insulting Gimbal.
You suck at playing the flute.
And I'm just gonna bawl like really bad, just start crying really hard.
Okay. So as you move, the vines just kind of start to take hold. They're continuing to grow up, and at one point they squeeze. Take 3 points of damage. What do you do?
I'm gonna start panicking a little bit, but try and calm down from crying.
Panicking how?
Like I'm gonna be shaking and
Okay.
all but hyperventilating.
Seriously, all you had to do was hold on to the rope. That's all. That's all you had to do.
What if you had attack spells?
Wait, let me hold that spell.
I should break your flute.
You take 6 more points of damage as the vines tighten.
Maybe you're actually gonna die.
You should have
That
saved
was her turn.
You should have saved it for your insult round.
It'll be back.
What do you do?
Get in the field and just gonna cry like a little bitch that you are.
You only get one round.
I'm gonna start getting mad, irritated that my friends are treating me like this.
Okay.
I mean, I rubbed my dick in your face.
I'm just gonna laugh.
I watched him do it and didn't try to stop him.
Like, seriously, are you tone deaf?
That was a good one.
Take 6 more
She's
points of
dead,
damage.
boys.
What are you doing?
Dying.
I'm gonna sit there and just like start contemplating if I even need them.
Not moving?
No, I'm not gonna move.
Okay.
I mean, you wouldn't even try to break out of vines. Like what?
I see why you were stuck in that cage.
Damn, I read I had a good insult.
Well, this was only like, what, round 4?
You're not even good.
Dude, I can insult the fuck out of people.
I'm terrible at it.
They don't even deserve it. I can do it.
Yeah.
After you said the cage again.
You take...
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead. You take
No, I was
8,
gonna say I was gonna rub my Bicho on the flute. I don't know.
you take 8 points of damage. Where are you at?
I'm at 3.
3?
Oh my god.
Okay.
We're really killing him.
What are you doing?
I'm going to pull out my rapier and just start slicing.
As you go to reach for your rapier, the vines grow further grab you. You can't grab your weapon.
I don't know. Like, you're even short for a gnome.
Is that really all you got?
You're the weakest bitch I've ever seen.
You're not even that attractive.
It's great. Like, I'm a terrible paladin. She's a terrible cleric. It's fucking awesome.
Oh, I probably should.
The vines
except
start
God,
to creep
bitch.
up, start to wrap around your neck. What are you doing?
While they're wrapping around my neck, I'm gonna just say, screw it, I don't need anybody. Even if I die, I don't care anymore.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So the vines cover your face.
Oh, God.
You take 6 points of damage.
Oh no.
Where you at?
I'm dead.
Okay.
Unconscious.
And as your life starts to drain, you can see in the last few moments the vines completely engulf your face. And you are now in front of the altar with your friend Bernard.
Hey, buddy. You doing all right?
Not now.
Is he still unconscious, or like when he's
No, you're unconscious.
Oh, I'm gonna make a medicine check and stabilize him, or is he stable but he's out?
You're stable.
Okay.
You're just...
Oh shit! Where's that terrible halfling woman? She can heal. So can I, but I used my last bit when we fell down the shaft.
Shaft.
Speaking of shaft, do you remember when my dick was in your face?
He says over your lifeless body. Go
As
ahead.
he smacks you with it again.
As the door slams closed,
Oh gosh.
you feel at first a warmth, then oh yeah, a little hotter.
Oh.
Flames shoot up from around you in every direction.
Oh my god, I finally might actually know what happens.
The flames grow higher and higher
Higher and higher.
as you see above you,
I'm
kind of
feeling
like standing
really hot.
on like a platform, like above this ring of fire. You see a few figures dressed in familiar cloaks with a familiar symbol on the front. In front of you, you see it's multiple rings of fire that just like pulsate and get closer and closer, but slowly, like very slowly, as your skin starts to like feel the burn. You look around and you're on the other side of those flames is a doorway. You also notice your arm is not there. All that's left is a scarred stump. And the figures above you begin to heckle as voices fill your head. Make a wisdom saving throw.
Is this considered a magical effect?
No.
Okay. 17.
Okay. So these figures that kind of stand above you, you can see them every once in a while just like raise their hand up, and as they raise their hand up, one of the flames shoot a little higher and a little higher. What do you do?
I know what this is. I heard your warning. I walked into this door willingly. But I've seen this. I've felt this night every day of my life. This pain. But I don't fear you. The only thing I fear is me. It's my fault. And I'll step towards the fire, towards the doorway.
Okay. So you step through the first ring.
I hear a lot of dice.
So you get 5 points of fire damage.
Ooh, that's gonna feel great.
Make a wisdom saving throw. You do you have any advantages for fear?
For fear?
Yeah, for being frightened.
No.
Okay, go ahead.
Nope. 13.
Okay.
Yeah,
Then you make your way through the second.
I'll Can I see how many rings it is?
3 rings.
3 rings. I told you before, I don't fear you. I've walked through the fire before. This is my fire. And I'll keep going.
Okay. 1 point. Seriously, 1 point.
Okay.
You have 1 more ring.
Do your worst. One day, you'll see. I'll keep going.
5 points of fire damage.
Alright.
And the doorway is right ahead of you.
I stare at him for a moment. Step to the door.
Okay. As you step through the door, the light passes over you, and you are now in front of the altar.
Oh! He came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
You alright?
I will always be alright.
There was a lot of black and stuff and rocks, and now I'm here.
Rocks. That sounds like a good time.
Yeah, I mean,
Don't
like
deal with those too often.
I know it's
What's
like
with him?
there wasn't a lot of people or elbows, but all right, yeah, he appeared, but he's just sleeping.
We'll deal with that.
I feel kind of bad. I pushed him through a door, honestly.
He honestly
It was a test.
does.
We
I say honestly a lot. I've realized that.
they were testing us. Whoever they were,
I don't know what kind of test it was, but
we're the only ones out.
as for now, hopefully our other friends are here soon. As much as I give that little short woman some shit, I like her. She's got some fire. Fire to her. And then honestly,
Maybe an
power.
asshole, but
even though I'm not interested,
No.
it makes me feel good about my appearance. I feel like he really wants a piece of this.
yeah, there's something else.
As the door slams shut behind you, the darkness is broken by a doorway with a bright light.
I go through the doorway.
Exiting the doorway, the light is almost blinding for a moment. As your vision becomes clear, the first thing that you notice is a large tree stretching to the clouds. You know where you are, you're home. A familiar figure stands in front of you, your grandmother, as she approaches you and embraces you. Henrietta, where have you gone?
I'm just helping some friends.
Well, we need you here.
Well, I've gone to try to help our tree.
Oh, dear, you're not strong enough for that. It's too late. You watch as those bright colors of the forest start to fade. The leaves from the tree begin to rapidly fall. First changing to like fall colors. A large leaf falls in front of your face, and as you brush it away, there is now no color. The tree is black and gray and dead. Before you, your grandmother stands, eyes closed, her skin now a pale gray.
'Cause she's dead.
As she opens her eyes, both now black, and a voice echoes in your head, you're too late. Around her begins to blacken. Her hands begin to blacken and turn almost the same color as the tree as her skin becomes that of bark. Roll initiative. Okay. Now standing before you is a being that used to be your grandmother. Is now covered in this scaly bark-like texture. It looks at you, and as it opens its mouth, you see large, spiked, spiny teeth. It's your turn.
I'd like to just walk around it to the tree.
As you go to walk around it,
Because I'm obviously brave as fuck! I'm brave.
You're not making saving right now that I said it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I'm going to be.
19 to hit.
It hits, yeah.
Yeah. Shit, I don't have my shield out. 13.
You take 3 damage as you try to walk around it, and it slices into your arm.
Alright.
You still technically have an action and a bonus action.
I really don't think I can do anything, though. I don't think it's gonna...
You can try. See what happens.
Everybody's trial is different.
I'm gonna cast Sacred Flame.
Okay. What is that? Dex?
Flame... dexterity saving throw.
It's 15.
Seriously, Grandma has high dex? Come on.
Grandma ain't grandma. 15.
Yours is 14.
14.
Okay, so what?
Where do you see that?
Spell save DC.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so what is that? Half damage?
No, you're just good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's just...
Oh, it's a cantrip?
Yeah, it's a cantrip.
Okay. So you release your sacred flame, and as you do, it just kind of weaves out of the way. You doing anything else? Still have a bonus action.
How far did you walk? Could you keep on walking?
And you could continue to walk.
Yeah, I guess I'll just try to continue to walk.
Okay. So you start to walk backwards as you cast your sacred flame. It ducks underneath and swings back towards you, running at you. 16 to hit.
13.
Take 4 damage. And it is your turn.
I'm going to run up to it and cast Primal Savagery.
Okay.
17
Plus 6.
plus 6.
Hits.
Okay, so that's 1d10 of acid damage.
That's 12.
That's my turn.
Mm-hmm.
2.
Okay. So you strike with your claws, and where your claws kind of dug in, you see like an acid trail kind of splash across it. The acid burns a little bit and then fizzles out. Anything else? Okay. So it swings down, but this time you're just able to get out of its way as it reaches this big clawed maw down and slams it into the ground.
Do I see any of my other family around? No. Do I see Foodie?
Definitely not.
Alright, I'm going to cast Sacred Flame again.
Okay. 14.
Yeah.
Can you do anything else?
Did that hit or no?
I rolled a 14.
Yeah,
Oh.
your spell save is 14,
Yeah.
so that means it's saved.
So it ducks out away again and comes in for another strike. 17.
It hits.
Take 5 points
Getting fucking murdered.
of piercing damage.
I'm gonna cast Guiding Bolt.
Okay. That hits.
It's 25.
25.
That hits.
Okay, so that's 4d6. No.
Alfred.
It's purple one right in front of
That's
Oh, fuck.
5, 9, 12, 14 damage.
you. Okay. So as you kind of raise your hand up and clench down, the lightning bolt kind of strikes right through, splitting the creature in half. And it falls to both sides. The room again goes black, and you see another doorway, similarly lit.
I go through it.
As you go through it, you are in front of the altar.
I just killed something that.
And he just appeared here unconscious. It was crazy.
Yeah. Another one.
Well, I was
I didn't even notice you were back.
I was just back home and
That's 4.
now I'm here.
Have you seen Noob?
New? No, not at all.
Oh my god,
What
that guy.
happened to him?
I honestly, I don't know.
He just kind of showed. What?
You look normal.
Yeah, thanks.
I think you look great, big guy.
Thanks.
Do I look okay?
I mean, you look okay on the outside, but I have a feeling on the inside you're pretty ugly.
Well, it's what's on the outside that counts, right?
That's not true. Ask this guy once he's woken up. Like, inside my cloak is definitely different from what's outside of it.
As the door slams closed,
Anyway.
Noob, you see a bright light that shines down. In front of you stands a figure. Same size as you. Kind of intimidating
Oh,
in
intimidating?
size.
Oh,
As he turns around,
there's no naked people in here.
it's you.
What? What?
An evil grin comes across his face, and his eyes are as black as night. The lips kind of curl as it stretches.
Oh, that's creepy.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
He pulls out his bicho.
Fuck.
Zip.
I like where this is going.
And you might
about to
try to
fuck you,
fuck
so.
it.
There goes our ad revenue.
Roll initiative.
Six.
Okay. Let me see your character sheet real quick.
Go. Instant death. 200 damage. Make a new character.
It's gonna get
You
all
have
that fucking health.
you have an STD.
Yeah.
I could have sworn that's what you were gonna go with for his worst fear.
Yeah.
You have an STD. I just picked up on that. I wasn't listening. It came later.
Glad he came back.
Oh gosh.
Oh gosh. Well, no.
Yeah, so I showed up here. He was sleeping. This guy was already here. I'm lost.
Alright. So,
You're still lost.
Yeah.
he rushes you.
He's still lost.
What's your AC? I'm sorry.
16.
16?
Yeah.
Okay. So he rushes you and swings. Your sword kind of hits against your shoulder, but the armor takes the brunt of it. As you hear, he kind of gets close, like right beside your face, and just kind of giggles in your ear, like this really creepy, like.
What's going on?
Your turn.
What the hell is going on? What are you? Oh. What is that? 13.
13.
Yeah.
That misses.
Yeah.
But as you swing Bicho in and it hits across his rib cage, he doesn't even move. But you feel it resonating through Bicho as the sword kind of cracks a little bit.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
20 to hit.
Yeah.
God. This is my beach. Without it, I am nothing.
There are many like it, but this one is mine.
You take 10 damage as he takes the blade and kind of just enough to let you know he's there, kind of pushes it into your stomach a little bit, still close to you. It's your turn.
Different when it's not going in your butt.
Yeah.
It's still early in the fight.
About to beat your ass.
11.
I shouldn't have said it.
So,
I don't know why I said it.
so you
Oh boy.
swing again and hit.
It's for the
You
people that
connect.
watch part 2.
The sword cracks more. Natural 20.
Oh my god.
How's that max health treating you?
This time he uppercuts you.
God, you can.
You take 12 points of damage.
12 points from an uppercut. God damn.
An uppercut.
This is your turn.
I'm like worried as hell. I'm like looking at my sword, like what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, you're gonna keep on attacking him.
13.
I don't know what happened.
13. You strike again, and Bichos shatters. You are now left with a stump of a sword of a Bicho. You
A tiny
now have
beach.
a very small Bicho.
It's a baby Bicho.
So as you draw your sword back, he goes to swing, misses and hits the ground with his sword as sparks shoot up. It's your turn.
I'm like in shock, just looking at my sword, just like. I can like my eyes are just like. And I like. Oh gosh. Dude.
Okay, what are you swinging with?
The stump of his sword.
I'm just like.
So it hits, and he just kind of looks down as you're just going. It's like hitting somebody with a butter knife. It's like. 18 to hit.
Yeah.
Feeling it now, Mr. Krabs.
You take 6 points of damage as he just bitch smacks you.
Oh gosh. Oh my god. Is it my turn? I don't know what I'm doing.
Whoop his ass.
Use a different die.
What you got? Fisticuff his ass?
No, I'm gonna grab my axe.
Okay.
And like I'm gonna look at him like with fucking blind fury.
Okay.
Are you gonna ask
And I'm out.
him if he wants some of your axe?
I'm gonna hit him with the axe, and I'm gonna do the
Damn it.
action
Kill us all
surge.
now.
You gonna do what?
The action surge.
Okay,
Do
so
I have
you're
to
gonna
roll first, or
You're gonna strike twice?
yeah?
Okay, so swing your first hit.
21.
Okay, 21 hits, do damage.
So that's a 1d6.
And you can roll a d4 too because you're brute.
So that's 2 of them, right?
No, your hand axe is 1d6, but you get to roll a d4 because you're brute.
Oh yeah. That's 4, 6, 7, 8.
Okay, so as you
And I attack twice. That's right.
Yep. But as you hit him the first time with your axe, it kind of pings off. It's not really doing too much damage. He still takes damage, but doesn't look like it's doing very much.
Fuck. I don't. I don't know. I kind of fall to my knees and just like in shock, and I'm just holding Bicho, just like.
You mean like this?
Yeah. And his little stubs, and I'm just like looking at him, just in pure shock. Like I don't know what's going on. Like I'm completely lost.
19 to hit.
Yeah.
It's gonna take a while. He has a lot of health.
No, I'm down to 9.
You were down to 9. That 3 damage as he just smacks you again.
Gosh.
Oh, I think I'm the only one that didn't take any damage.
Yeah.
Fight me, worm.
What to do? Shit.
This is about to be real fun for me, just so you know.
Can I like talk to him? Can I be like,
Sure, you can try.
like
Yeah, why not? Hey, bud.
I'm just gonna say why.
For flavor, he
Oh
will.
my gosh, your fucking lungs are gargling.
Ain't you charging it up?
For flavor, he takes his foot on your chest and pushes you over. You're now prone
Oh God.
and just looks at you and says, "Fight."
No.
Okay.
I'm not gonna fight you.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Oopsies.
18 to hit
Yeah.
as he takes Bicho.
I say stupid stuff pretty consistently. So.
10 damage.
Death.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
I'm done.
Zip.
So as the sword,
Oh. I forgot. I had that right in front of me.
as, as the sword strikes down,
It's that dagger.
freaking dagger. I don't know.
as the sword
Like-
strikes down,
Oh.
a flash of white light. You are now at the top of the hole where you guys climbed down.
What the fuck?
You have half of your health.
I don't know what that is. What's half of 39?
Wait, did you just say he's at the top of the hole we climbed down, so he's not with
16.
us?
Nope.
He failed.
No, my math is terrible. It is way more than 16.
Yeah.
It's like 19.
So you guys, no, you guys wouldn't see it.
But I'm checking on
We're just
Bicho, see if
waiting.
he's broken.
No?
He's fine? Oh, gosh. Thank goodness.
So I guess he's just lost forever.
I mean,
You hear.
Do I gotta
you
do
hear
that
a
whole climbing
noise-
down thing again?
You hear a noise in the room that the doors were at. Kind of like a.
all right, and I'm at the altar.
Yeah.
Do I notice anything different about the book?
Not yet.
You
Is-
do remember I did flip to the second page. Okay, nothing's there. Okay.
Is the painting still on the wall?
It's further up, but you see like the still of the last image of that dragon kind of swirling in that.
And the rooms are all gone now?
No,
Oh, the rooms are still there?
you're at the altar. You wouldn't know until you go
I
investigate.
want to go look.
There's one door left in the room.
I want to go through it.
You open it, and it's a stone wall.
Do I have to do that whole climbing thing again?
Yep.
Oh gosh, I'm gonna start going down.
Okay.
Nobody said you have to.
I'm going down. I want revenge.
I mean, you
He
might.
killed me. He broke my bicho.
Okay.
Oh, my vengeance.
Strength save.
Oh my god. We will have a dead character by the end of the night.
Because you don't have advantage anymore.
14.
Okay. Strength save. We're gonna make this one quick.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Okay. Dexterity save.
It's the same dice, right?
Yeah.
11, 12, 13.
Okay. Strength save.
16.
Okay. Strength save.
6,
12.
12.
Okay. You make your way back down.
Oh fuck. Alright.
So for you guys,
Where the hell is Noob?
I'm assuming you're going back to where
Yeah,
you
I'm
guys
vaulting. I'm
Okay.
like super fucking pissed.
So like an hour goes by, and you hear Noob run into the front door.
I just
where
pull out
you
my
guys
fucking
came.
hammer because all I hear is fucking running footsteps, and
you
our
just-
friend's
I'm
still
just
sitting
You
here
broke my
fucking resting.
bicho!
Oh,
And he's like,
oh my god.
he's like
It's
breathing
you.
heavy. Because you just ran a good minute.
Where the fuck did you just come from?
I was trying to beat myself.
When you say
buddy.
beat yourself, what do you mean?
Come on, man.
I was fighting against myself.
Oh,
And he broke bicho, and
oh my
Oh,
god,
that's
sir.
your bicho!
Is his
but he's
sword
fine.
still
He's
there?
fine.
He was beating himself and broke his bicho. Happens to a lot of us, kid.
Is his door still there?
Yeah.
Nah, guys, hold on. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. And I go to the doors.
As you open the door, black room, enter, door closes, disappears. You walk in behind, which is odd. Now you are standing behind your doppelganger type thing and a dead body of yourself.
The fuck?
It leans up, and we're just gonna go with the same initiative order.
Oh my god. What the fuck?
He turns and runs at you.
Do this.
It's a natural 18, so I'm sure that hits.
Yes.
And
With Bicho in hand. 9 damage. As he strikes across you.
did you ever see the movie Groundhog's Day?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's actually what I was watching when I wrote all of this.
Alright.
So it's your turn.
I know I can't swing with my bicho, so I'm gonna whip out the fucking dagger, and I'm gonna use all 3 motherfucking charges. on
Okay.
this bitch ass.
Go ahead. So it's +3.
When used,
So you're gonna plus your strength plus your
Yep.
3.
So it's
So
gonna
you have
be.
a +9 to hit.
Yeah, you have a +9 to hit. You're not gonna miss. Oh, well, maybe. Go ahead.
17,
17.
18, 19, 20, 21.
Okay, you hit.
Alright, so how am I doing this?
You have
It's
a D4.
1d4
You have 2
plus-
D4 technically,
Oh yeah, 2d4
because you're proficient
because
with
you're proficient with the dagger, and then you'll add 3 plus whatever your dex modifier is. Oh no. Yeah.
Oh, it's not strength.
With the dagger, I think it's just.
Is it flat out dex with a dagger?
Oh no, it's finesse. It's
Yeah, so you
dagger's
can use
finesse.
strength.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go
So
ahead.
strength.
Yep.
So that's 4.
+3.
No, it's-
7, and then plus my strength, right?
Yeah. 11.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wait,
You have 4 strength, right?
3. Yeah, no. My strength. Oh, no, wait, you're right. Yeah, 4 strength. So it's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, yeah. It's
11. As you go to pierce him, he grabs it and kind of pulls it in a little bit closer.
Ciao.
It hurts. Not really.
And that dagger's not magical anymore.
And that dagger is no longer magical.
I thought that was gonna work.
So as he pulls you in, make a strength check for me.
12, 16.
What'd you roll?
16.
16?
Yeah.
Alright. He pulls the dagger out of your...
6.
No, what's your straight roll? Because it doesn't matter. He has the
12.
same strength as you.
12.
Okay. So he pulls the dagger out of your hand and stabs you in the chest with it.
Ooh.
Attempts to. A natural 20.
What?
Hope you like climbing rope.
I don't know how to stop this guy.
Maybe just don't fight him.
He tried that too.
Earlier,
That
I was
is-
gonna try to hug him.
8 points of damage.
I gotta pee. Sorry.
I should do that. Oh,
Feel my bicho.
8. I'm down to 2 health.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
I'm just gonna. I'm gonna embrace him and be like,
Don't
I
you
love
have
you.
second
I love
wind?
you.
Don't you
Don't kill me. I love you.
Yeah, you have second wind and a potion. You have second wind and a potion.
Oh gosh. I am gonna do that. That is a brilliant idea.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna get butt naked and try to fuck him.
How many hit points do you have left?
I'm gonna just get butt naked and just like hug him and just be like, I love
It's
you.
on the internet, people. It's happening live. This one's for you, Tom.
So as you start to take your clothes off, he goes to swing and is confused for a minute. And he turns his attention to Bicho and slashes down, snapping Bicho in half. Again. It's your turn. As you're butt naked trying to hump him. With like 6 health points left.
Well, I got 2 health points.
Oh, okay, good.
You can take that if you want.
Plus you have second wind, which allows you to roll a 1d10.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
Second one, which is this one. Right. That is 8.
Okay. Plus your constitution modifier. Or no, level, I'm sorry. Plus your level, I think, for second wind.
So
It's
you're
on your abilities.
Abilities? It does. It just says.
It says action surge.
It says second one as a bonus action. You can get 1d10 level HP once per short or long rest. That's all.
Yeah. Yeah, per level. So that's plus 3. So whatever you rolled, plus 3.
So 8, 11.
So you get 11 health points back. And that's a bonus action, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you still have your action. Are you going to try to penetrate him?
Oh, God.
I seriously
Oh, God.
don't know what the fuck to do here. I'm
I
trying to-
apologize, Twitch. And I'm glad that you allowed us to play this long.
I'm so
They,
confused
they
right
probably
now.
kicked us off already.
Oh yeah, this is already...
I'm so
We
confused.
were already banned.
I'll be offended that 2 people watching.
And one of them just happens to be a monitor. Not today, sinners. Make a roll. Come on. Make an attack. What are you doing?
Are you fucking him or not?
No, I tried that. He just broke Bicho.
Maybe you
Smack
should
him with
try
your
to
other
break
bicho.
His bicho.
Yeah, I'm gonna take his. Can I take his?
You
I'm gonna
can...
rip it off of his hand.
You can try to make a strength save.
Didn't he just snap his bicho?
He snapped his.
Yeah, he broke mine.
The second time.
A second time?
Second time.
Jesus Christ.
I'm just gonna grab I'm gonna grab my broken Bicho.
Your broken one or his?
My broken one.
Okay, and do what with it?
I'm gonna stab him in the face.
Well, you can't stab... He broke your sword in half.
Well, there's still
I mean-
jagged
It's so
metal
sharp.
edges. He's stabbing, he's not slashing, he's stabbing.
Okay, sure. We'll say that that'll work.
I don't know what else. to do.
Instead of 2d6, it does 1d6. That's cool.
No, it wouldn't even do 1d6. 1d3. You gotta take your 4 and divide it by 2. What have you not tried yet?
Shooting him with your arrow?
That's not gonna work. Weapons don't even work. What? My dulcimer? Or can I play music? Maybe that'll soothe his soul.
You can punch him in the face. Fine.
The answer was you literally said the answer, just the opposite.
What?
Make a choice.
I don't know what I said.
But
5.
Don't work.
Yeah, the weapons don't work.
4.
Oh, I would
3.
use my fist? I'm gonna punch him? I'm gonna punch him. I don't hit.
What did you roll?
6.
Plus your strength.
6. Plus 8, 9,
10.
10.
Okay. Roll damage.
Oh, I hit? Oh, what am I rolling?
How do you roll for damage?
D4. Plus your strength.
I thought it was just 1 plus your strength.
That's 4.
It's a monk
For
thing.
this is
4.
different.
That's 8.
For this, it's different.
Okay.
Okay, so you clock him in the face, and you see that grin kind of go away as he draws back. His face is now bloodied.
Oh, it's on now.
We'll see how far it's on.
Are you still naked?
I'm naked.
Yeah, he is.
I'm naked.
Just got punched. by
That's a
naked man.
natural 17 to hit.
I just
Yep.
peed and I missed everything apparently.
Oh yeah,
I
he's
told him you should try to fuck him.
naked. He made an attempt.
You're lucky.
I'm gonna go pee
That's why
before
we're
I
getting
pee
canceled.
myself.
You take 4 damage.
In all fairness, that's not his greatest fear. That's like he wishes he could fuck himself.
Yeah.
That's like his greatest like
His wish.
fantasy.
All right. As he takes Bicho kind of like across your chest, blood kind of squirts out a little bit, but you like dodge back just so that it just barely grazes your nipple. He's naked. I gotta throw it in. Next time he's aiming for something else. Go ahead and roll your attack.
16,
That's 20.
That's 20.
Okay.
It's his greatest fear. Punch him in the dick.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give him the meanest fucking uppercut in the world.
To his dick?
3.
6.
That's 6. Wait, is it? It's plus my strength, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
4,
7.
5, 6,
So you
7,
lean
that's 7.
back and you uppercut, and as you hit, you feel it connect, and then it just bursts into some kind of like smoke almost as you appear in front of the altar, butt naked.
Oh god.
But at least Bicho's okay.
Oh.
I was just gonna stand there, like proud, like.
He's at half mass.
I'm gonna be honest with you. As much talk as you had, I thought you were lying, but that's pretty impressive, sir.
I'm just gonna look at you and just.
It's it's almost the size of Django. Like it's just massive.
Probably
Massive.
bigger than me.
Is my armor near me?
Yeah. It's
Okay.
just on the floor beside you.
I'm
I
just
just
gonna
kinda
start putting
go
the
like
stuff on.
this,
Okay, so
and then I look at you and I'm like,
You
And I
know
look
what?
at
You're
Bicho
born
and I
with-
hope Bicho to hug it.
so as you're hugging Bicho,
You're born with what you're born with. I don't know what you want me to do.
as you're hugging Bicho, Bernard, you hear a very familiar voice echo through the chamber. Huh. I knew I made the right choice. Your first trial of many. Present your weapons.
or pull out my mace.
Okay.
I really hope that's not Kevlar. That guy's a dick.
It's not Kevlar.
How's that you, Gabriel?
Yeah, it's definitely Gabriel's voice.
Gabriel, you kind of ruined my chess game. I'm still upset about this.
He's just waiting.
I'm just like
Oh yeah,
walking up, just hugging.
he's still unconscious.
Alright, I'll cast Cure Wounds on him.
I'm not.
Oh, okay.
I'll cast Cure Wounds on him.
All right, so let's back it up. You cast your wounds. You come back.
That is 5 healing to you.
So, again, Gabriel, voice, present weapons.
I hope that's not Kevlar. He's a dick.
It is definitely not Kevlar.
Oh, is that you, Gabriel?
You're repeating a whole lot of shit.
Well, you said we backed it up. I was going through it again.
I'm gonna
Who's the
pull
ground
out my rapier.
I'm sorry, what?
I pulled out my rapier.
Okay.
I'm gonna pull out a dagger in my metal arm.
Okay.
Wait, do I see him?
No, you just hear the voice.
Wait, you guys hear that?
Well, you've seen them all, like, start to present their weapons.
Look, I told them about him before and they didn't believe me.
I'm just gonna like grab each and just stab him on the floor.
Got a hammer in one hand and a spoon in the other.
Okay.
What's it?
So,
Are you pulling out your weapon?
I already did.
Crossbow of
Pull out my
holiness.
are you pulling out your crossbow or your dagger?
Yeah, the crossbow. Crossbow of holiness.
So, as you guys present your weapons, Bernard, you've seen this glow before that nobody else has seen.
Is it on my spoon?
It is not on your spoon this time. It is on your...
No, I'm saying like I've seen it on my
Yeah,
spoon.
you've seen it on your spoon.
Okay.
As the weapons begin to have a bluish glow to them, they almost feel not hot, but warm to the touch for a minute. As the glow kind of comes across, the voice again comes, a little help. Not much, but it should. From this point on, all weapons that you presented are considered magical when attacking.
Are they +1?
No.
Because you just wasted one. Like, completely.
So, is Gabriel? Do you hear me?
No response yet.
Yeah, it's like these
So what
people.
do I
They,
do? What's
This is
that?
awkward. You know, I try
So
to
what do I-
invite you to my
what do I do?
friends.
it's,
So what grade sword do you-
your
So
weapon
anything
attacks
that
would
can't be
overcome
hit by
magical
anything that's not
resistance.
magic, you can hit with feature now. Just put magical, that way you know.
I just don't understand. Like, if he knows we're down here, he would understand that, like, we're looking for who did this damage to the temple that he is worshipped in. And he doesn't want to give us any information.
Wait, who?
You didn't hear that voice?
So my,
I mean, I heard a voice, but
That was Gabriel.
so my bicho glows blue now.
No, it doesn't glow anymore. You felt it when he basically enchanted it.
Or glowing bicho.
I think we all do at some point.
I heard that.
Gabriel's the one that he... My spoon.
He gave you a spoon.
No, I own the spoon.
You had the spoon forever?
He made it special.
It's a special spoon.
Yes.
Oh, that's the digging spoon. Do we have to go dig somebody out of a grave now?
If this is the road you want to go down, I can prove that this is magical, but I'd rather not.
I believe that it's magical.
Alright. Either way, I'm going to cast Ensnaring Strike on him.
Go ahead. So you guys stand up and like get yourself situated. You notice that there is a new passage in the book.
Alright, I'm going to hold off on that spell. Unless you want me to make...
It's completely up to you.
I mean, he's a dick and he deserves it, but I'll let it go.
You do whatever you want.
The best part about it is it's a strength saving throw, too. Alright, I'm going to read the second passage.
Out loud or to yourself.
Out loud.
Only the strong will survive the trials. Strength of body, strength of spirit, strength of mind, strength of character. Once the words are spoken again, the purple flame rises from the center of the book and again passes over your head, but this time to the side, hits the pillar begins to glow again.
A different pillar or the same pillar?
A different pillar.
Okay.
This one's more like over to the side of you.
Okay.
As the rings begin to light, the image of that dragon, the one that was left behind, it's the purple dragon kind of flies through this darkness.
It's kind of look like Spyro.
No, it's a little bit more
I couldn't help it.
menacing. A little bit.
I know Spyro's kind of scary.
So it flies through the darkness until you see something else emerge. It's like a large humanoid creature with like 4 arms.
Oh.
Ooh.
It has like a white mohawk that goes the whole way back, and 3 horns. 2 of them are like rolled back ram horns. One kind of comes out of the center and arches up.
I was really hoping it was a unicorn.
And then that familiar voice from the first image. But there was something already there, picking up where they left off from the void. A battle. The first of the blows create the stars from the sparks of their first clash. With their screams of anger, they breathe life into the universe, time and space. The images collide, and you see them hit. And as they hit, it's kind of like what the Big Bang would look like. It just scatters, and you see now like the stars, and the universe is created.
It's in the stars.
The 2 creatures collide again and come face to face. Face to face. Retrieve the key.
What key?
The wall then begins to shake. It goes up about 30 feet. There's a small hallway lit with the purple torches.
Is he still down, or
No, I got him up.
how much health do you?
5.
I'm at 8.
I'm at 9.
I'm feeling great.
What are you?
I'm at 9.
I'm at full health.
I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
No, you're not.
I'm doing good.
All right.
So a long hallway appeared.
Yeah, and it's not anything like you guys like seen before. This is a smaller hallway. It probably goes about 20, 30 feet.
I'm gonna be honest with you guys. You guys are all looking rough. Maybe we should take some kind of rest, either a long one or a short one.
Definitely a long one.
Definitely. Yeah.
I would suggest pushing forward just for a moment.
Or we could just, I'm just gonna walk down the hall and check it out.
Yeah, why not?
And because if you guys
I feel
take a
like
long rest, we're gonna end.
I feel like Gabriel's telling me to just go down the hallway, so that's what I'm gonna do.
Thanks.
You're welcome, random disembodied voice that's not Gabriel.
That was so Gabriel.
Do you have your clothing
Thanks, bro.
back
Protein.
on? Spinning.
I suggest you press forward, or it's gonna end there. Okay, we press forward. You're all dead.
So the roof collides. All right. So as you walk through the hallway, you come to what looks like a large room, and when I say a large room, I mean miles
Miles.
stretch. You're on a large platform. On the side, there's a small basket with like a rope that you can pull that would take you down to a lower
Fuck
level.
that, I'm turning around.
I'm gonna go down.
You guys look over the edge and you see multiple tunnels and a bunch of rooms all labyrinth together.
Oh, crap.
And that's where we're gonna end for tonight.
I've never been good at mages.
So are we taking a long rest now?
Yeah,
You
you
follow
guys
the
will,
right
you guys
wall,
can take a
you'll
long
go.
rest. You guys can take a long rest here, so when we come back, you will be at full staff.
I'm feeling great. I don't know what everybody's complaining about. I have full health. I still have a spell
No.
slot.
Yeah,
That's
see,
good. We got like 2 minutes to
I still had
2 minutes till 12. So
I still had 2 hit die. I was doing great.
Before we rest, I'm gonna charge
okay.
the eye.
With
I don't even know. Probably mage armor. No, it's not an attack, huh?
yeah, you got
Then magic missile.
Okay. All right. All right, guys. Thanks anybody who stuck around for the live viewing, and thanks everybody who's watching on YouTube. Remember to like, subscribe, turn on those notifications so that you know when we're posting anything.
Smash the like button.
Smash that like button, protein, bro. Our next live show will be November 11th, Veterans Day at 8 p.m. We'll be posting on YouTube tomorrow. The second half will follow the following Monday. But until then, take care. Bye, kids.
Thank you.
Hi, kids that are up at midnight.
Bye.
Smash, smash, smash.